The Turkish government continued its crackdown against suspects behind Friday's failed coup. As of Sunday, at least 6,000 people had been arrested for their involvement in the coup attempt, Turkey's justice minister said. Among those arrested were the chief military assistant to Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the former head of Turkey's Air Force, and the Turkish commander of a joint U.S.-Turkish air base. The leaders of Turkey's armed forces said the failed takeover had been carried out by terrorist traitors, but that it was rejected by a vast majority of the armed forces and police. Mr. Erdogan blames the U.S.-based Turkish Imam Fethullah Gulen and his network for masterminding the coup. Mr. Gulen, who left Turkey nearly 2 decades ago and now lives in Pennsylvania, denied the charge and accused Mr. Erdogan of staging himself so he could strengthen his power and weaken the military.
Kişilerin kim olduğunu bilmiyorum. Aslında yapılan şeylerden dolayı sempati duyanlar olabilir. Daha evvel de böyle paralel adıyla, ünvanıyla başka şekilde bazı kimselere şöyle bir ad takıldığını takıldı ama ben çok samimiyetimle söylüyorum, %1'ini tanımam.
Mr. Erdogan made a personal appeal to President Barack Obama to extradite Mr. Gulen to Turkey.
Bunların darbe girişimi içerisinde olduğunu sizlere söylemiştim. Ama dinletemedim. Şimdi bugün bu darbe girişiminden sonra tekrar sesleniyorum. Diyorum ki Pensilvanya'daki bu zatı artık Türkiye'ye teslim edin.
Tension between the U.S. and Turkey was evident in exchanges over the weekend. Turkish government officials on Saturday said they would view the U.S. as an enemy if the Obama administration doesn't hand over Mr. Gulen. Secretary of State John Kerry said no formal extradition request had been received.
We think it's irresponsible to have accusations of American involvement when we're simply waiting for their request, which we're absolutely prepared to act on if it meets the legal standard.
A total of 70 generals and admirals have also been arrested, according to state-run Anadolu news agency, and the numbers appeared likely to rise. The government hasn't made public the list of those detained, and it isn't clear where these people are being held. Meanwhile, Turkey's ambition of joining the EU could become complicated after the Justice and Development's deputy leader tweeted on Saturday evening about reintroducing the death penalty for rebel soldiers.
No country can become a EU member state if it introduces that penalty. That is very clear in our acquis, as we call it. So this is for sure. The other point I would like to stress, even if this is not the institution I am entitled to speak for, but Turkey is part, an important part, of the Council of Europe, is an important member of the Council of Europe, and as such is bound by the European Convention of Human Rights that is very clear on that penalty.